see just near the North Pier. You can see these police, there's coast guards. So you see another police car near the North Pier. So you see the walkway has now collapsed where he's been pulling and grabbing it out. So it looks like we've got a couple of the guys from Blackpool Council. It looks like they've just seen how things are going on the big cheeses. And welcome back to a brand new video. So we're going to carry on, because I believe that wall just to the right hand side is going to come tumbling down today. So we're going to have a bit of another video on the demolition. I know some people do enjoy it, some people are getting a little sick of it, but you know, it's we try to bring something different to the channel. So we're going to have a part 2 of the demolition. So come and join me. So what we'll do is have a bit of a walk around Bonnie Street. And you can see there's a couple of machines. I'll go to the other one too. And one's just sort of like filling the skips up with all the wood and the discarded metal, twisted metal. And this one is going for the rip out, and they're getting ever so closer. You see, there's a bridge just over there, and they're getting closer to that bridge. So I'd imagine that'll be going down in a couple of weeks' time. And it looks like he's trying to attack the old walkway. You can see the old walkway. I think they're basically, as soon as they get to the end, that's the end of the course. To be fair, there's not much left of them. The sun is directly in front of the camera, so it might make it a little difficult to see. We're trying to get as close as we possibly can. Listen to the crunching, the scraping, the crunching. Look how close we are now, and you can feel it. You can feel the vibrations on the floor. Look at that one. So that's got to be, you know. It's got to be a couple of feet thick, that walkway, 2 feet thick. Listen to it. So you see the walkway has now collapsed where he's been pulling and grabbing it out. So just pulling all the rebar out. I imagine this one is going to go with a bit of a crunch in a minute. So we're going to have a bit of a walk down, get a bit more of a better angle. And there he goes. Oh, there he goes. There's the flaps. Look at that. Just slid off. The header machine just slid right off then. This just sort of you wonder what the weight of this, how many tons of concrete is on this one. Look at that. That is some weight. Look at that. Just hear the crunch. The whole lot has just gone. So at the moment he's he's got his fish, and he's now sort of just crunching it all up. So probably be sort of working on this one for 15 minutes, I'd imagine. Well, he sort of disassembles the huge chunk. And you see the other machine there, and he's scooping. As I mentioned yesterday, he's scooping all the bits up, all the wood, and the twisted metal. Well, the other one's ripping everything down. And you can see that wall. I think that one's going to go today. So like I said, the majority of the courts now, there's only a very small section left of the actual court buildings themselves. And just look at the huge chunk. Let's just zoom in. You can just see the huge chunk of walkway. What he's got in the jaws of that machine. That is some weight there. Let's have a guess. I wonder how many tons that is. That's got to be 5-6 ton at least. He's just sort of pulling at this huge section where he's dragged it from the walkway. And this is going to keep him busy, I'd imagine, for a good half an hour. But this one's going to be an interesting one. Like I say, the bridge, and this serves as an escape route for the Funland amusements. So, you know, when they take this down, you know, are they going to take a sort of certain section off it, or are they going to end up rebuilding a new fire escape? Let's have a whip around and you can just see, move the camera in a little bit, and you can actually see it's the fire escapes. That'll be an interesting one, this one. So it just comes to the rear, or the front of the course, shall I say. It's the front of the course, really, this. I'm going to have a bit of a look around here and just see it's just piles and piles of all sorts. You got the rebar, you got wood, you got all sorts. It's a right mixed bag, this one. And I wonder if they're gonna, I know they do take a lot of the hardcore away. I wonder if they're gonna keep some, possibly. An interesting one. You just see it's just literally piles and piles of all sorts. Look at that. You got the older excavators climbing the huge piles. So this one's got like the old drill bit. I think that's sort of like just breaking everything down, sort of vibrating everything, I'd imagine, and crushing it into smaller pieces. Look at that. So he sort of pops the head of the machine and supports it, and off he goes in. So he's like a little mini sprayer. So that's not doing a lot, but it's still on. It's fascinating how the machines move around. Is he gonna change the head of this one? So as you can see, there's a head there. Is he going for the change? That's the thing. Is he going for the change of the head? I'll tell you, when you get up close to these, they're some machine. Look at that. So he's actually changing the head. How easy is that? He just literally popped it on the ground. And they engage the other one. Look at that. So that's some skill to do this. That's impressive, that. He's done that before. And he just sort of interlocks. That's amazing, that. And off he goes again. So it's like he's been breaking it up, and now he's I wonder if that was the new machine what got delivered yesterday. And there he goes. Scooping more away. So let's have a bit of a walk by, and this is the main entrance where all the new machines and people, their team, the guys go in and out each day. And like I said, the courts are becoming less and less. You know, when you have a bit of a walk around, there's hardly anything left of them. And see, plenty of the machines are all doing their the different jobs. This one's all just scraping everything. And you see the head of that machine just behind the tree. And he's just picking little tiny pieces up. I wonder if he's on there training or something. Look, little very tiny pieces. So it looks like we've got a couple of the guys from Blackpool Council. It looks like they're just seeing how things are going on the big cheeses, and so they're in a bit of a discussion. I'd imagine they're all discussing how the progress is going and what they're going to be concentrating on next. That's an unusual one. Look at that, the older Red Bull van. You don't see that every day. Look at that. Red Bull gives you wings. And like I said, you don't see something like that every day. Well, I haven't seen it. Something like that. The old Red Bull van. You see he's combing all the hardcore flattening down. He's using the old girders. It's like a rake. And you see there, flattening everything down, and everything's boxed off. So I wonder what the section they're going to start on next. So that is the end of today's video. It looks like they'll be possibly starting on that huge wall, maybe later on this evening or tomorrow. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, and we'll bring you more of these videos as well as many others. So until next time, take care, and it's a bye from me. Bye bye.